Hey, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, we're streaming out everywhere. They've got us on syndication here. Hope you're doing well. My name's Kendall Hines, co-founder of Lawnbot by Workwave, as you can see here on the shirt. Hope everybody's doing well. Spring is here. It's definitely here in the South. In the North, we're starting to feel the warmth coming. We've had our first 40 and 50-degree day. Kids are playing outside. You know, the grass is still dormant, but it's getting warm. Hope everybody's doing well. Wanted to come to you live today. We've been getting a lot of interest and people wanting to schedule demos, people asking, hey, is it too late to add Lawnbot to my business? Because a lot has changed over the last few years. You know, we started this company 2.5 years ago, and back in the day, it took about a month or so to build these and launch them. But since the acquisition by Real Green, so if you didn't know, Lawnbot is owned by Real Green, who is owned by Workwave. Since the acquisition, we've cut our build and launch time down to just a few days. So I say all that to say, you're definitely not too late to add Lawnbot to your business for this season. I'm going to run through a quick demo. The reason why it's so easy and quick to launch Lawnbot now is literally after you sign up, you give us your program codes, you give us your discount codes, we go grab your API key, we bring all of that together, and now we can start pulling data right from your service assistant, SA5, rather than having to set it all up on the Lawnbot side, which is why we can launch these so quickly. And if we have access to your website, it takes about 5 minutes. So I'm going to dive into this, show you a little bit of a live demo here of Lawnbot, of where things are at today. Maybe I'll answer some questions that you haven't seen yet. So as you can see here, here's a contact form. We can either use one of ours or we can use one of yours. Either way, we hook it up to the contact form because we believe, or we know that's the best way to hook it up to your website so you don't lose leads. And there's other competing products out there that want you to enter the address first, and then they don't ask for the contact information until later on. They're definitely losing leads. That is a subpar way to run it. From our data, from what we've seen with over 300 companies that use the software now, this is the best way to hook it up to the contact form. So you hook it up to the contact form, enter their phone number, and I'll enter an old address in my neighborhood, Castlebrook. Played a lot of football in that neighborhood. So we'll click Get My Instant Quote. You can see immediately the user is brought to your online ordering store. The online ordering store lives on your domain. It's not a modal that pops up in your page like some other products out there. You can see that it actually goes to your domain. In this case, it's on the Lawnbot domain, but if we were to install it in your business, imagine greengrass.com/buy online. So all of this is happening on your domain. It builds trust with the user. And it's really effective. I mean, I just put out a post yesterday, over $1.2 million in closed sales on Lawnbot this year. That's not by a mistake. It's years of hard work. It's years of integration, years of sweat, years of, programming beers. You can't go wrong with those, right? You need sometimes you just need a couple beers after the end of a long day, especially with programming. So you can see here within seconds, they're showing a picture of their property. That's very intentional. The estimation part of the lawn size is a very small part of this process. It's about the user experience. There's a reason why we show the property address. There's a reason why we show a street view of the property. It hooks the user in, keeps them continuing down the process. It doesn't keep them waiting for a minute and a half while, some pie in the sky AI is measuring the lawn. No. There's a reason why we show a picture of the house. It's very intentional. The measurement of the lawn size is a very small part of the process. And our close rate shows that. Users, by and large, love our user experience. So you can see here, we program in. We're not just selling on price; we sell on value. We build your value statements, picture of the team. Really make it feel like your business. We don't want people buying on just price. There's a reason why we do this. There's a reason why we do what we do. Why it works so well. Why it's so effective. Why Real Green bought us, and why Workwave bought Real Green. So you can see here, I'll select fertilizer and weed control service category, and this is our measure it tool. So this is the best, easiest measuring tool on the market right now. It took a lot of iterations to get here. We used to use Zillow lot size and then minus percentage for the house and driveway. What we have found in the thousands and thousands of people that have used Lawnbot is the homeowner knows their property typically better than your person in the office, better than any AI would know. I live there. I know what my property looks like. I know what's in the back right corner next to the shed. I know if I'm putting a pool in the back. I know what's under the trees. So this is the best solution that we have found so far. And the best part is it works beautifully on a phone. If you've seen the whole points and lines process, it's a subpar way to do it on a phone. Just try to do it on a phone. It's horrible. Especially me, I've got fat thumbs. Imagine Grandma Karen on there late at night drinking her whiskey, trying to measure the lawn. It's just not going to happen. So you can see here, they just use their finger if they're on a phone, or a cursor if it's on desktop, and they color in the lawn. So you can see here, we'll say, get my instant quote now. We've built in some image detection software to detect abnormal measurements. What is abnormal about that measurement? Well, I only measure the front and side. So we want them to know we're only going to service the colored in areas. As you can see, yes, I only want the front and sides done. This is really important in markets like Utah and Georgia and in the South, where there's different turf types between the front and the back. That's very important for this process. And something a lot of our customers really appreciate is the fact that if I live in Georgia and I know I have Bermuda in the front and fescue in the back, and I only want to do the fescue in the back, well, they can do that with the Measure It tool. So that's what we found it to be most effective for. So you can see here, this image is saved to Service Assistant. At this point, all this data is in Service Assistant. That's the beautiful part about this whole process. It's fully integrated. That means all of the leads from your website will go into Service Assistant automatically. Any of these images that are colored in go into the Service Assistant. All this pricing that's quoted to the customer is going into Service Assistant. And that is the key to this whole process, and why adding Lawnbot to your business is so valuable. It's because of the integration. We identified that very early on. That's what customers care about. They care about the integration. And I will tell you right now, we will be the only online ordering tool ever integrated into SA5 ever. And I will make sure of that. So I'm just setting the record straight. That's what's going to happen. We will be, and we are, the only integrated online ordering tool hooking up to SA5 ever, for the people that didn't hear it the first time. So you can see here, I landed in the checkout. We're doing real-time pricing. What is real-time pricing? Well, we take your program codes in SA5. We're hitting the API. We're pulling in your pricing. We're saying, hey, how many rounds is left this season? The next thing we ask is, what is the cost on that program? And we're displaying it to the customer. So what that means, real-time pricing, is we're pulling pricing in real time from your price tables in SA5. That means mid-season, maybe you have to raise prices by 50% because nitrogen's through the roof. You go in, change your price tables, it updates on Lawnbot. That's the beautiful part about the integration in the Lawnbot SA5 connection. It's a beautiful marriage in relationship. So you can see here, I landed in the checkout. We're pulling all the tax codes in from your SA5. You can see here that we're able to have different images in the checkout here, and payment terms and conditions. So that's very important. A lot of customers have very set contracts, verbal contracts, or whatever, however you want to call it, that they want built into Lawnbot. We put that in right here. We're actually working on a feature to put a little signature box in the checkout. That's for our customers in New York. That should be due out here in the next couple months. You can see here, this is my favorite part. It's the upsells. So maybe they didn't come in for aeration, mosquito, or grub, but they can simply see pricing and add it to their program right here. Super important. And you can see it's not overwhelming. I've seen some other products on the market where they literally list every service the company offers. It's overwhelming. And it's thousands of dollars. Like, everybody's going to abandon at that point, but time will tell. Time will tell. This isn't the first time we've had people, mimicking what we're doing. So you can see the way we display it is very intentional, very beautiful, very clear. We're not showing them, if it's $50 a mow times 26 mows, we're not showing them a price for $3,200. out of the gate. That's just dumb. Why would you do that? So we want to show them the cost per mo. We don't want to show them the 2,500. Now they could see that if they want to, right? They could flip to the prepay option and see that number, but we don't want to just show them all of our pricing. That's what I said at the beginning of the process is selling on value, not just price. Super important, like sales 101. So we built Lawnbot to mimic your internal sales process over the phone. You can see, okay, you know what? Maybe I don't want the mosquito or the aeration. I just want the fertilizer weed control. At this point, I would enter my credit card number. The payment would automatically go into Real Green. It would create an auto pay profile on the account. No need to enter that payment information on the account in Real Green. It's all done automatically for you. You wake up Monday morning, you've made 10 sales, you come into the office, you got the accounts are created, they're in status 8 or 9, whatever one you want to set. The cards on the account, the measure image is on the account, the square footage is updated, all the programs and pricing they bought are on the account. Boy, and just believe it's going to continue getting better. We're working on some more integration points for SA5 that is just going to be lights out. Like literally, you won't ever have to touch it. It's going to be a beautiful thing. But if all that wasn't enough, all that's done for you. You come in Monday morning, sales made, it's all on the account. All you guys have to do is go start servicing at that point. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Another thing I want to call out is it's called I Need to Think About It. So if you've ever sold lawn care, you know that you get objections, and trained salespeople are trained to handle objections, rebuttals, and tie downs. So we've built that into Lawnbot. It's very intentional. What we see is a lot of people coming through this path. They say, I need to think about it. Okay, we say, okay, no problem, Mrs. Jones. I understand you need to think about it. What do you need to think about? Why aren't you ready to make a decision today? This is where it goes from like just order taking to selling, right? Is it price, product, or people? What's your objection? So they can actually pick their objection. You as a company can set your own objections, set what you want each button to say. So we'll say product, and you can actually build in your objections for your business. So maybe you guys are family owned and operated. Maybe you're an organic lawn care company. Maybe you guys have been in business 40 years. Whatever is special to you is what we recommend for these rebuttals. So you can see we actually give a rebuttal and we throw a tie down in there. You know, we're the best in the business, been in business 40 years, family owned and operated. Would you like to sign up? And they can say, yes, let's do it, or I need to think about it. If they say I need to think about it, it prompts them with a text box. They can enter their questions in there, and it actually goes to the call log in SA5. Your team gets an email on it as well. But let's say, yes, let's do it. Yeah, I thought about it a second. You know, $400 is not that much. Let's just throw it on the Amex, get it going. I don't want to spend my life booking lawn care, right? So you see here, enter my credit card number. At that point, we create an auto pay profile in Real Green. And then to close out the sale, we ask service-based questions. So, you know, do you have a locked gate? Do you have pets and kids? Would you be called or texted before each visit? That is very intentional as well, right? If you're going to service the property, you need all those questions answered. And I think the best way to codify this is we've been working on this problem now for 2.5 years. Lots of learning has been done along the way, lots of iteration to get to the product that we're at today. We're always trying to make it better. And we will continue to make it better. But the key thing is, and what we found is the integration is super important, especially the big businesses. By big, I mean anybody that has more than like 3 or 4 employees. If you're running a separate system, people do it. People do it now. And we have a thing called a payment vault, which actually allows you to go and get this credit card info that they entered during the sale and set it up in any system you want to. But obviously, if you use Service Assistant, the best online ordering tool would be Lawnbot for your business because it's fully integrated, right? So if you have any questions, I'm going to drop my email here. Reach out to me. Love to take you through a personal demo. I know we have had a couple today where they had questions about if it was too close to spring to launch something like this. And I really don't think it is. I mean, literally all you need to send us, once you make the decision to add this to your business, is your program codes, discount codes. Our team can go and grab the rest from your website, assuming that you guys have good content on there, good photos. But usually your website is pretty good for us to add this type of stuff. And yeah. So thanks for the live demo. A little bit, actually, after, when am I going to do it? Probably April 1st. We'll do it April 1st. We have a big announcement coming April 1st. Really excited about this one. Not only have we helped the green industry, the lawn care industry, bring their businesses online, we have something really exciting planned for another industry that we're going to unveil on April 1st. I promise you it's not an April Fool's joke. It's real. It's built. We've been using it. We've been demoing it. We're really excited about it. It's going to change the game. We changed the game in the lawn care space, and now we're ready for the space. So, yeah, we just realized it was too easy of an opportunity not to go after, and that a lot of companies in this space don't sell online yet. So we're using our proven technology, our proven user experience, our proven buying process, and we're going to bring it into another industry starting in April. So yeah, excited to show you that April 1st. Promise you it's not an April Fool's joke. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Would love to talk to you, love to chat, and my schedule's always open. So hope everybody has a great day and a great spring. And till next time.